Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all are doing well. So on my most recent trip to Tokyo, I spent 4 nights at the Hyatt Centric in Ginza, and as I used points and miles to stay there for completely free, I wanted to share my experience and also how it compares to other Hyatts in Tokyo, as I have stayed in a couple other ones. So first, let's start with the room tour. Okay, so here we are, room 808. Okay, so we just entered the room. Right here to the left is like an open sort of closet situation with some drawers at the bottom, the ironing board right here. I love that they included robes, but here's drawers. There's some pajamas here to the right and some slippers right there, which is nice. We turn around, we've got this big huge mirror, which is pretty nice as well. Then we go into this, I don't really know what to call it. It just kind of feels like a bar, to be honest. It's got like a bar stool right here. But here's a mirror. It's a little coffee station. I love that they give you Nespresso pods as well. There is a coffee setup. This is not a drawer. It looks like a drawer though. There's a coffee setup right here with some tea, some cups, and also here is an for ice and a kettle. Is that a drawer? Is it a drawer? Maybe it's oh, okay. So that is a fridge. Interesting pull-out fridge. Okay. We have a small little shelf with the mirror, which is odd. Then we go around to the other side, and this is your like bathroom sink. There I am. This folds down, keeping things safe. Watch your fingers. So it just kind of blends in, I guess, but it's very interesting. Then we have this little light up, I guess, display section here. It kind of feels like I'm in a bar or a store. Like I'm gonna sleep in a bar or a store converted to something. That's the bedroom, but we'll get to that in a second because where is the bathroom? Well, this is the wet room right here, or the shower. Got a bathtub, I can't even speak today. A bathtub with a mirror as I fall in this little trough right there. We've got Be Kind amenities. This wall right here, love a handheld shower, that's wonderful. It's very echoey in here. And then we look out again, and to the right is the water closet. So we've got the toilet here. Then we'll go into the bedroom, I guess. Oh, also amenity kits right here. I love that this is Hyatt Centric Ginza Tokyo. Razor, all that kind of stuff here. Got our television, the, I guess, little sitting area over here. The bed looks like a really nice bed. It's very pretty. These don't close. I thought they did. They're just kind of art on the side of the walls. View is nothing really. You can see Tokyo Plaza over here, which is a mall. But everything looks very gray, I guess because the sun sets, but also it's Ginza. The buildings are very close to each other. But yeah, that's my room here at the Hyatt Centric Ginza Tokyo. It's in a very nice area. We're a block from Louis Vuitton. I will say, I am an Explorist in Hyatt. That's like the middle loyalty. Like it's a Globalist is the best, then Explorist, then Discoverist, then like a regular member. And they didn't upgrade me. Apparently there's not really upgrades. It's just like a king bed, 2 beds, or a big giant suite, but no mention of the loyalty. So I don't really know. I mean, this could be a whole separate video by itself, but I don't really know if Hyatt Explorist is worth it. In all my stays at Hyatt lately, I've stayed, I want to say 15 nights at a Hyatt this year, and I haven't really received anything from being Explorist. I think the only status worthwhile in Hyatt is being a Globalist, because then you get free breakfast and you can get upgraded to suites or executive lounge access, things like that. But I will say that I enjoy my Hilton status. Even when I was Hilton Gold, which is down from the top, that the benefits were better to be an Explorist but not really get anything with Hyatt doesn't make me want to stay with Hyatt, if you know what I mean. So it's a very interesting room. I'll show you the lobby as well. I feel like pictures and video that I've seen of this place don't really do it justice because it is very cool looking and very modern, and the price on this place is pretty high. I did not pay anything. I used points. So this room for me is free. But the price on this place, I don't know if the price is worth it. We'll see how I feel at the end of the stay, but I don't know if the price for the Hyatt Centric Ginza is worth it.
Lobby floor.
So just got back to the hotel. They hadn't cleaned my room when I came and rested here a bit before going to the Christmas market in Hyatt Park. And I called them and said, look, I'm gonna be out from like 6 to like 7:30. Can somebody just come make up my room a little bit? And they said, of course. And I just came back to this. So basically this note says, Dear Miss Darty, we're really sorry we didn't clean your room. An unexpected volume of guests since Japan lifted travel restrictions recently. All this apologies, which is, honestly, it's not a big deal. I just wanted like my trash cleaned out. But they gave me these really cute little crackers and things like that. So I really appreciate that. Just a nice touch here from the Hyatt Centric Ginza in Tokyo. Hello, it's me from the very dark room at the Hyatt Centric. So tonight is my last night here, and I check out tomorrow, and I just wanted to give some final thoughts about the room in the hotel. I definitely like the area that it's in. The area is a bit fancy. We're right next to a Rolex. We're diagonally across the street from a Louis Vuitton, which always has a line, apparently, which is very interesting because I don't think the one in New York always has a line. But I think that fancy neighborhood aesthetic definitely contributes to like the vibe here. It's kind of stuff, even though it's like cool and artsy, it's kind of stuffy. The front desk isn't the nicest, but they're okay. But for instance, I asked tonight about arranging a cab to Haneda Airport tomorrow to fly out. And the front desk agent, maybe it was language barrier, but the front desk agent was like, do you want me to go outside with you and just hail a cab? And I was like, you don't have to. But when I was at the Hilton Tokyo Bay, like they were totally cool to like arrange me a cab. Maybe that's because the Hilton Tokyo Bay is a bigger hotel and it's kind of like conferencey as opposed to this like smaller boutique-y type of hotel. But I thought that was interesting. Also, I found out today when I was asking about that, I was walking around the lobby, the very confusing like insular lobby with the little hallways, and I found out that they have free coffee downstairs, like a free coffee machine. And I didn't even know because they didn't tell me when I checked in at the front desk. And then they have something called, I think, like centric hours. So from like 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. you can go in the fridge and like get a highball or get a beer, and you can get some snacks downstairs and you can get some coffee. I was shocked. I was like, this is my last night here and I'm just learning about this now. I didn't even know this was here until now. So that surprised me. I was very, surprised, I guess is the word, that I wasn't told of that. There's no information about that in the room. And that's a nice amenity to have, just to go downstairs and get some coffee. I mean, an espresso machine in here is fine, but just to like have some coffee as you're leaving. I could have taken it out on the train this morning when I was headed out to my home. So I was really, really shocked by that. So I was like complaining. On the plus side, the shower room is definitely my favorite. The water pressure is amazing. I just like the little box of the room. It's just very comfortable. I wish I had a shower room like that in my apartment. I do like the design of this room. I can't help but feel like I am staying like in a furniture store display because of the weird lighting in here. Like you can barely see me, I'm sure it's a little grainy, but these pot lights up here are not it, especially when I'm like looking at myself in the full length mirror. The pictures are horrible. The lighting in here is just, I understand that it's kind of like edgy and boutique lighting, but it's not for me. I don't think I would stay here again. So for this hotel for 4 nights, I spent 96,000
96,000
Hyatt points. and I don't think I would spend that again. It was a portion of, some of the nights were 21,000, some of the nights were 25,000. Also, if you're interested in that sort of thing, the total cash cost for 4 nights in this room was 270,425 yen, or just over 2,000 US dollars for a 4-night stay. The Grand Hyatt in Roppongi also cost 25,000 points a night, but I'd be curious to see how that is. I have stayed at the Andaz Tokyo, which I think is lovely. The room is beautiful. It's very big. It's definitely bigger than this room. And the rooms are on high floors, so you have a lovely view. But I don't think I'd stay here again. I've also stayed in Tokyo. I've stayed at the Hyatt Regency Shinjuku twice. I think that hotel is great, and especially being 15,000 to 18,000 points a night is a pretty decent rate for what you're getting over there. I feel like you're getting the same really as you're getting here. Ginza is just a different area than Shinjuku all the way over there. If you want to be situated in Ginza, like especially for someone going to Tokyo Disney like I do, then Ginza is great because you just take one of the lines to Hatopari. It's like a 30-minute train ride to Tokyo Disney, as opposed to Shinjuku, it would probably take an hour. But yeah, this is very rambly, but I'm not crazy about this. So I'd probably give this room and this hotel probably about a 6.5 out of 10. So not my favorite. Not sure if it's worth 25,000 points a night. Maybe you want to try the Grand Hyatt Roppongi, or just save points and stay at the Hyatt Regency Shinjuku. I did also want to add that the morning I left, the staff was super helpful in getting me a cab to the airport, and I did really appreciate that welcome amenity the other night when they didn't clean my room. But overall, I just felt this hotel was definitely not worth 96,000 points for a 4-night stay, and definitely not worth over $500 a night. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.